In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting, hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Welcome to The Dark Side of Songwriting. My name is Nayim Edwards. I'm your host, and today our friend SleazyWorld Go is in the hottest of the hot water for his lyrics, of course, right? You know, I told y'all a long time ago that you should never affiliate your rap career or affiliate yourself with an object when it comes to your rap identity. This nigga's whole rap identity evolves around guns and switches. His merch is like, it says, "Sorry, we got switches," or some shit like that. Like, that shit is lame as a bitch. But like, his whole rap identity is about nothing but gun trafficking, shooting niggas, switches, Glocks, just all type of just gun shit. That's his whole thing, is just gunplay, gunplay, gunplay. Just like a lot of niggas, but this nigga is not known for nothing but gunplay and shit. He's in the hot water with the ATF, and the ATF is the alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives. Like, you know, we all know who the ATF is. It's the gun folks. They said this nigga a part of 3 different gangs, or he got affiliation with 3 different gangs, taking shit across from Missouri to Kansas, just trafficking guns, and all these fucking switches is in the streets because of him. They're making it seem like he's the biggest gun trafficker in the Midwest. And he would have never had these problems, and this shit would have never been down on his head if he never would have affiliated his shit self with this shit, because they probably wouldn't have known. Now, I'm not going to say they probably wouldn't have known, but I will say that becoming a famous rapper or having somewhat fame and notoriety, because I realize a lot of the people that we know, they're not famous just because we know them. That's not fame. Beyonce is famous. These niggas is just well known in this sector of music that they just happen to travel in. If you took them outside of that, nobody fucking know who the fuck they is. My thing is with this guy, everything he said, so he went to prison for an armed robbery in like 2020, or he got out in 2020 or some shit like that. You get out of prison and you start rapping about switches, and you start rapping about guns, and you start rapping about what's going on where you are from, or the sector of shit where you came from, and you didn't think that nobody was going to pick up on that. You talk, oh, we're responsible for the shootings, we're responsible for the switches, sorry I got switched. You're bold enough to get into a magazine, or if people look at magazines anymore, but you're bold enough to get on a publication talking about switches and all of this shit, and every music video you got 100. I mean, this music video that's on the screen, I didn't hit play because I needed a still picture of this nigga. But everything this nigga does is just revolving around illegal automatic weapons. And he could not possibly have thought that every song you make, like what's that first song? Whatever that first song was, he had Sleazy. So I don't know what the fuck the name of that shit was. It was a good song, but then he had another song after that was like, it's called Step One, or yeah, it's called Step One with Offset, and it was about shooting and switches and shit again. Like, every song this nigga got is about shooting. Every video this nigga got is about shooting. Everything that comes out of his mouth is about guns. How did he think that? Like, there's no way he didn't think that the big people wasn't gonna come, especially since you walked out of prison and you know they're gonna have surveillance on you. You're a trafficker. Like, and I'm gonna be real with you, I thought he was a fraud at first, but clearly, I guess not. Like, this is just something that was on my mind, because everything this nigga writes and everything that comes out his mouth is about guns and switches and just all type of goodness. And now you about to go to goddamn prison because you just had to associate yourself. You couldn't just come out. I mean, is there really a regular way to come out anymore? I don't know. But yeah, that's what's going on with this guy. I thought he was a fake ass rapper before. Clearly not. Clearly he's the biggest gun trafficker. According to the ATF, this nigga's the biggest gun trafficker in the fucking Midwest. But you never really know. But this is more about the lyrics, and just stop associating your rap identity with objects like track hawks and Gucci and Cartier watches and just all type of stupid shit and Rolexes and shit, because it becomes a joke after a while. And if it's something illegal, they're gonna come after you. There's no escaping and getting away with anything anymore. There's no kids bop versions of your songs that could be made. There's no, this shit was just a joke from the jump. I just thought it was a joke. So thank y'all for tuning in. My name is Nayim. I'm gonna holler at you.